The Nifty starts November on a weak note but makes a marginal recovery. History is stacked evenly against the index, which has gained and lost 9 times each in November since the year 1994. Brokers, however, remain bullish on private sector banks ahead of possible rate cuts in January.
October auto sales numbers trickle in as Maruti's matches estimates with the total sales of over 1 lakh units. TVS Motor delivers strong sales at 1.9 lakh units.
Wipro rallies in a subdued market after the management says it will fold all its non-IT businesses into a new company and focus exclusively on the IT business. The new unlisted firm is to be called Wipro Enterprises.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh briefs its new Council of Ministers and calls for a double to resolve the meat challenges. Infra investments in environment identified as key hurdles.
Finance Minister P. Chidambaram assures the FII community that growth will be back on track as the top brass of foreign fund managers huddle together at the Finance Ministry for more clarity.
The Department of Telecom discusses the TRAI recommendations on spectrum refarming with the empowered group of ministers later today. The EGOM is expected to take a final call on the issue.
Good afternoon, you're watching Market Sense. I'm George Chen.
Afternoon, I'm Avan Devash. Well, we didn't get off to the best of starts for the month of November, but you can see that recovery is indeed kicking in. So as we speak, it's 5,600 on the index with quite a bit of conviction, 5,629 on last count. 18,553 is the level that we're working with on the Sensex, with the market breadth in favor of the gaining side. The Bank Nifty too seeing a good up move, higher by 0.5%, and broader markets feeling the cheer. It's higher by 0.7% for the mid-cap index, the small-cap index also looking smart on your screen. Let's pull out some of the top gainers in today's session. It's clearly the fundamental news that's auguring well for Wipro, which is why it's at 362 on last count. Tata Motors also at 263. Bharti Airtel is higher by 2.5%. Reliance Infrastructure notches up in the session. So for the second day on the trot, you've got the ADAG pack looking strong. Power Grid a bit weak, but you've got CIPLA, Power Grid holding up strongly, pardon me, but you've got CIPLA, Jayaprakash Associates, Bajaj Auto, as well as Ranbaxy and Maruti showing you strong gains. On the downside, though, it's the defensive pack which is clearly losing out. So Hindustan Unilever at 535, off by 2%. ONGC also weighing down. You've got ITC, Cairn India, as well as Jindal Steel and Power. Take a look at Reliance Industries. Given all of the news that you had yesterday, the counter is still clutching on to 800.
All right, a quick look at the currency and the fixed income markets as well. The rupee has recovered marginally in trades today, and that's largely because of a weakness that you're seeing in the dollar index really. And you've seen Asian currencies gain some momentum against the greenback in trades today. So on your screen is the rupee, which has gained only, of course, very marginally, and it will continue to mirror what you see in the equity markets. Flattish is what you're seeing in the equity markets. So unlikely that you'll see large gains on the rupee going forward, possibly for the remainder of this week. In the fixed income markets, it is fairly quiet. There is a lot of disappointment after the Reserve Bank of India didn't tinker with the repo rate, though of course this was priced into the markets by most traders. There was only the expectation of a repo rate cut, which did come through. But going forward, you will likely see yields boxed in within a range. The yield has climbed marginally, trading at 8.21% as we speak.
Okay, that's the macros of the market. It's 56.29 on the index. But let's get in Rajat Bose, who joins in from rajatkbose.com in Kolkata, and Prakash Gaba, CFT of prakashgaba.com right here in Mumbai, to find out how one should approach this market. So Rajat, what's on your trading list today?
If you ask me about my trading list, then I would say that I have some 3 recommendations to offer. One is a sell call, that is on Infosys, sell it with a stop above 23.75 and target of 22.90. Pantaloon is a buy with a stop below 177 and a target of 184. And Praj Industries, small cap stock, buy with a stop below 44.80 and target of 46.90. Both Pantaloon and Praj is showing some traction in today's trading. And Infosys, 23.70 is a major barrier. Till such time it crosses, it is likely to seek lower levels to about 22.80, 22.85, hence the sell call.
All right, let's also take it across to Prakash Gaba, who's going to identify his top trading ideas.
Well, I think I like Adani Power. Looks like there's some kind of a base formation here closer to the 48 zones. We can see a level closer to around 51 in the days to come. So Adani Power is a buy. Second stock that I like is Bharti Airtel. It's seen a good base formation again at 270 zones. It's seen a beautiful breakout at 273 zones. I think give some time and space. Maybe we can see levels closer to 285 to 290. Have a stop below 270 and trade long. Bharti Airtel.
Okay, a buy call on an Adani Power as well as Bharti Airtel. That is what Prakash Gaba is recommending. Well, let's get in a 360-degree view on the markets, find out some of the unusually moving stocks as well as what the dealers are talking about. Darshan Mehta, Ajay Sharma right here to give us the list. And it's some result candidates, Darshan, that you're talking about.
Yes, both of them, Tata Global as well as Titan, both of them surprised the street with the results. With the Titan, you know, the trend in the market was very, very weak. People were anticipating very bad numbers to come in. So clearly a lot of short covering came in the first half, which converted into fresh long. And even with the case of, you know, Tata Global was doing well. But, you know, in both cases, Tata Global and Titan, the management has given very decent commentary as far as the outlook is concerned. And that is why you're seeing, you know, a lot of uptrend is seen on these two counters. The next one is Aurobindo Pharma, which has gained very steadily. Now, the buzz on the street is that, you know, the US FDA approval could come in very, very soon. And on the back of that buzz, this counter is up almost close to 6% in trade. And the last counter that is moving on the downside is ONGC, which is down almost 1.5%. JP Morgan came out with a report. They have actually downgraded the counter to a neutral from an overweight, even though the target price is much higher than the current market price. But because of this downgrade, they have put some concerns as far as the company is concerned. That is why you're seeing the stock down in trade.
Okay, let's move away from that and find out what the dealing room buzz is. Ajay Sharma is here with that. Ajay.
Aman, take a look at a lot of public sector banks, Bank of India, Canara Bank, even Union Bank for that matter. Bank of India is the next stock which on an intraday basis dealers are suggesting to be bought and saying that it could actually surge to 285 to 90 rupees a share, mainly because a lot of funds are covering their short positions today in PSU Bank, which is trading at the highest point in day right now. So the institutions which had actually shorted PSU pack as a basket on the policy day are covering their positions today, and that is why this is one stock which dealers believe could actually surge to higher levels during the day. Union Bank has already shot up 4-5%. So as the churning actually happens, this is one stock which could surge. Apart from that, CIPLA is another stock. Results, however, are still a little far out on Monday, but a lot of buying has actually happened ahead of the numbers, anticipating a strong number, good 4% jump. Look at the intraday chart, you would see that bulk of the buying has just come in a very short span of time. So there are a couple of institutions which have accumulated the stock ahead of the numbers. That numbers would actually beat estimates. So this is another stock where a lot of long positions are being taken.
Okay, that's a word coming in on CIPLA, the counter doing very smartly. Thanks very much, Ajay, as well as Darshan, for giving us that view. Time to slip into a quick break right here on Market Sense. Get you lots more perspective on the other side.